Hey, welcome back to another edition of the Pitch Putt and Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. Before we get rolling, though, we're going to give a shout out to a couple sponsors. First, let's give a shout out to 420 Bliss, located at 740 Hoosick Road in Troy, New York. Located right up in the Walmart Plaza. Make sure you guys stop in there, check them out. Everything you're looking for: flour, pre rolls, edibles, tinctures, vapes, you name it, they got it. If you're looking for some edibles or vapes, also some rosin, make sure you guys go and check out Jaunty, available at 420. They have a bunch of different options in the edibles with the blueberry lemonade, as you see behind me if you're watching, as well as the watermelon, a bunch of different options. And then on the cartridge side, a new line just came out with the carts as well as disposable. So make sure you guys go check them out. Available at 420-bliss.com. If you want to go online, you can set up a pre-order or a delivery service if you're local. And you can also check them out in the App Store at Just a Little Higher on the App Store. They have a few locations down in the New York City area. So if any listeners down there, make sure you go on the app, look at the location closest to you. For the 518 would be the 420 Bliss location. So make sure you guys go and give them some love and let them know the Pitch Putt and Puff crew sent you. Also, my man Marty, Trouble Off the Tee, he's got a great sale going on right now. 50% off site wide. It's running, so take advantage while it lasts. He's got a great line of hats just came out with the Zin, with the Trouble Off the Tee logo tied into the Zin. So make sure you guys give them a look. He's also got some hoodies, quarter zips for the fall, winter golf. He'll have you ready out there. But while you're on the site, make sure you guys go and take a listen to the book. It's available on Audible and Spotify. Make sure you guys give it a listen. The author's Marty Midian, narrated by Jake Adams from Country Club Adjacent. So make sure you guys go check that out. Also, with this episode's being Legends related, got to give a shout out to 52sundays.co. Promo code LGC15 will get you 15% off site wide. If you're a Legends member, make sure you hit up me or Michael, and we will give you the special promo code you get with the 52 Sundays as a Legends member. Interested in becoming a member? DM myself or Michael, and we can get you set up in the California or New York areas. But tonight, I'm excited about tonight's episode. Been trying to lock this one down for a while. We got Legends member Honey Girl Golfer. She's got a really cool story. Michael put me onto it. Really excited to talk to her, get a little bit of her background. She's got a tournament coming up we're going to hear about. So I'm going to take a quick break, and we will bring her up. And we're back here on the Pitch Putt and Puff podcast. Joining me this evening is another Legends member. We have Honey Girl Golfer. What's up, Honey Girl?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Thank you for joining the podcast.
Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Michael linked us up a while back. You've always been a big supporter of the Pitch Putt and Puff. You've hooked me up with a few of the guests that have been on here are because of you. So behind the scenes,
Oh,
yep, Cali FX and such. So got to give a shout out to you for that.
all right.
But why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into golf?
Well, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to, share your platform with me. I definitely have been a fan since I feel like I started with Legends early this year. Um, Honey Girl Golfer pretty much cooks and serves, on the golf course and in the kitchen and everywhere else that I can go and share the love and joy that I have experienced with golf.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I
How
definitely, I
how long have
definitely.
you been playing?
Uh, that's a good question. I started hacking at the range about 2019, 2018, 2019.
Okay.
And I wanted to take golf to, to that next level. And so I started in 2019. And then uh, I got some bad news.
Mm-hmm.
And I got some bad news from my family member, my mother actually, and I had to put golf on hold. And so I resumed golf back in 2021, and I've been golfing ever since.
Nice, nice. And you're out there in sunny California,
I
um,
am.
enjoying that beautiful weather. I'm saying that because it's 52 degrees out here in New York right now. So
Oh, that's
we had
bad.
Nah, it's not too bad, but when the sun's not out, it's pretty cold. It's
Is
pretty
it?
cold. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've had a couple frost delays the past few Sundays. But other than that, it really has. We're supposed to get in the 70s tomorrow, so I got to take what we can get.
that's nice. That's good weather for you guys over there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So where did the name the Honey Girl originate from?
Well, Honey Girl is a nickname that my mom actually called me. We would every year, my father and I, we would have this trip, and we'd go back home to Oahu, um, and my mom, she would not be allowed to go on these trips. These were father daughter trips, and so from there, she would go take. She would she would have a layover in Oahu, and then from there take off to Manila, Philippines. And so the time that I spent there, I got blessed by the Hawaiian sun, and
Hmm.
my mom would come back and would just basically say, "There's my honey girl."
Okay,
So the term of endearment, and I believe if you do look it up in the dictionary, it means a mother's daughter.
okay.
So that's where it came from. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, no, it's an original name. I was curious to. I didn't know if it had any like Hawaiian ties to it or anything like that. I
A little bit, a little
Yeah,
bit. Yeah.
yeah. Oahu's the big island, right? We're like
Oahu is
Honolulu.
not the Big Island. No, Honolulu is, one the major stomping grounds of it's the central. It's the LA of the islands,
Okay.
and so no, it's not the Big Island.
That's what I've been to Honolulu twice. Once when I was really little, my uncle was based out there,
Okay.
military. So I got to experience it as a 5-year-old, and then I also got to experience it at I think I was in my late 20s at the time. We went out for a wedding.
Hmm.
It's literally paradise out there. It's so beautiful. Um, it's a lot more expensive than I remember going to get a gallon of milk and it was like $7 and I was like, oh my gosh. But because like certain things you can't get there and stuff like that. But we were out there. We went to where the heck was it? We basically where the wedding was is where they filmed like Lost and Jurassic Park and certain
Okay.
scenes from the movie. And the sights were just beautiful, absolutely beautiful out there.
That was back when a few years ago, right? You're
Yeah,
like
probably
what, 28,
15 years,
29?
15 years ago. Yeah, about
Yeah.
15 years ago, probably now. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. What Hawaii is, I nickname it God's playground. It's definitely a place of serenity, and you get a lot of action by the water there. If you're a
Hmm.
beach person, um, but it's my secondary home. I like to call home my home away from home. It's a place where I have to go to when I need to kind of reboot and restore and refocus on a couple of things when it gets a little too much here in LA, as it
Yeah.
any kind of metropolis city, right? Um,
Sure.
so I love Hawaii. I've been going also since at the age of 5, because my uncle lived on the island and he was military as well. So that was my connection there.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and ever since my mom has passed away, I have gained like 5 mothers, and one of them actually lives on the side that you're talking about that looks like Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
which is the windward side of Oahu, and they have beautiful, beautiful golf courses there. You really do feel like you're on another planet.
Yeah.
It's so
The
tropical.
I wasn't golfing at the time when I was out there, but I remember a few of the guys that were in the wedding party and stuff went and played a round of golf there, and I'm like, I'm not going. I'm gonna be out there and lose. I'll just be wasting everybody's time. I'm terrible. So I ended up not going and just going to hang out at the beach instead. We ended up going up to the North Shores as well, and that was cool because those were some of the biggest waves. They were the biggest waves I've ever seen, which was
Hmm.
really really cool to see.
Right, right. That's a lot of action for locals over there. You just it's the vibe,
Hmm.
it's sound of everything natural and in nature. Really, you really get the best of both worlds. The nice warmth, the beach, the sounds of the waves crashing. Your backdrop is Jurassic Park. I mean, where
Yep.
else? It's paradise.
Paradise, absolute paradise. All right, let's bring this back to golf a little bit. So with the
Okay,
Legends,
sounds good.
with the Legends, how long have you been? Have you been a member pretty much right from the jump? Because we're hitting
Um,
the 1 year anniversary coming up.
we are hitting the 1 year anniversary. I am so excited that tournament is this coming. Forgive me, Mike. Is going to be Monday, I
It's the
believe,
11th. It's yeah,
November
Monday the
11th.
11th. Yep.
Yes. Okay. Um, and I'm excited. I became a member at the start of this year, and I oh, I gifted it to myself because I wanted to expose myself to different courses, different definitely a different groups of people who play golf. For me, I always want to push myself to get better, and in order to do that, you have to just really just play against the best players, you know.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
Legends definitely offers that that vibe. I mean, I keep saying vibe, but it really is. Mike Gonzalez has, built a community of golfers that love the game. They respect each other. They have fun. The camaraderie is just great. I
Hmm.
mean, the guy's amazing too. He's a wonderful father and a community advocate for a lot of things he does. He gives back, so definitely, and that's definitely somebody that you know you can learn from.
Hmm. Absolutely. So me and Michael have a great relationship. We started the Legends podcast as well, and we started the Legends New York branch. So it's been fun. He's the reason I wanted to even be start the New York thing is because how much he was doing. He was giving back. You see, every tournament he's doing is for somebody else. It's never for to raise money just for the club or anything like that. It's for a football team or a baseball team or whatever the case may be. It's always giving back to something, and he's just and you can see the camaraderie on Instagram videos, and I've met guys like Thick and um, J Rowe and a few of the other guys. So it's just to see how everybody just gets along and has a good time. I mean, that's what Legends really is all about.
Yeah, you definitely feel it. I mean, you
Yeah,
feel it when you pull up to the course. It's it's a great atmosphere, and
and
that's what you want when you go to a golf course. You want to feel you want
accepted. You want to fit in.
it's not for me. It's not so much that it's just you just want to feel like you're here to play golf.
Yep.
It's just about golf. And then everything else is seasoning, right? Everything
Yeah.
is salt. And so it just ties everything together when you have all the right people, all the a right blend of people who kind of add to the game, to add to a lot of fun jokesters out there.
Yep.
So I mean, it really is something something great. I mean, there's a saying, "Golf giveth and golf taketh," and so I think that the Mike, especially, he's definitely one that gives. And
Yep.
the takeaway from all of this is that we enjoy it, we have fun with it, we build relationships, we support each other, and for me, that's what it's about.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
it's cool too because it doesn't matter like a golfer's skill level. You're really just going out there to have a good time, like you said, and just get to meet new people and networking and just go out there and have fun. That's really in the long scheme of things what it's all about. What it's
Yeah.
all about. He just
Right.
sent me a nice custom rag. I didn't even open this yet with the Legends, the new Legends logo he's got going. Just got this the other day. Shout out Omar and company.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, just got this
Nice.
the other day. So first time opening it.
Hey,
Omar
Mike,
does
you can send me one too.
Omar does an awesome job over there at the custom rag where you guys get to see him all the time at the events out there.
Yes, yes, he has a very nice setup. It's pretty legit. I'm hoping that you come out here soon to one of the tournaments.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, it'll be great to be able to connect. New York with LA, and
Yeah,
we have a
we're
lot of beautiful golf courses here, especially in the Inland Empire too.
Yeah, I just want to get out and see California. I've never been out there, just to see the courses out there and obviously meet everybody I've been communicating with online and through the podcast for the past year or so. Um, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen sooner or later. And the
Yeah.
cool thing is, we're trying to. The more I've been talking about it, me and my buddy, my regular co-host Jr. He's gonna come with me. But the more me and him start talking about it, the other guys seem a little interested on making the trip too. So maybe I'll bring 4 or 5 guys out there for a tournament or something, and just to have a
Yeah.
good time. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the courses in the Inland Empire, which is east of LA, they're they're just basically, it's like the mountains were made for these courses. One of the favorite ones that I like to play at, which is actually in Corona, is called Hidden Valley.
Okay,
And I put it. I think I have maybe a couple of reels on my profile, um, and it's just beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. A couple of other good courses out there is Glen Ivy and Eagle Glen. So I can't wait for you to come out here and golf with us. It'll definitely be a great
it's
time.
it's gonna happen for sure. I'm looking. I'm actually just pulled up on my computer here some pictures of Glen Ivy, and this
Hmm.
course does look awesome. Just the like you're down in like a ravine and the mountain views, like that's really cool. You got to hit the ball straight or you're in trouble though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, or you play course management.
Yeah.
Can't use driver all the time.
Nope. Those are the courses I struggle at because I get greedy and always try to bust. I'll hit a driver straight here, but I have either a slight draw to it and get myself in trouble. But yeah, this course is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, you guys run into a lot of water out there. We don't have too many courses out here with like big water hazards and stuff like that.
No. Okay.
Nah, not as much. We just a lot of bunkers. They got a lot of bunkers and trees and bunkers.
Great.
That's
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
you'll find a lot of trees here too, and a lot of
yeah,
bunkers here for sure. But yeah, we can't wait to have you come down here. Whether it's bringing a foursome or bringing the family. I mean, it's golf's always a great time.
absolutely, absolutely. So Michael also mentioned to me some of the charity work you do. I'd love to hear a little bit about this charity work you do. It's so cool. Let the listeners know about it.
Well, I mean, the whole purpose behind the reason why I golf is I it golf provides a backdrop and inspires me to work, and it pushes me. And so I did a project in 2023 where I set out to feed children, and it didn't. I hadn't been to this country. This is a third world country, Philippines. I hadn't been to the Philippines since I was like 8 years old. So going there in 2023 was like visiting a new city. Um, and I decided to go and outreach to children, particularly children with disabilities. And my mission was to go and outreach to 300 children in 2 weeks. And the purpose behind it was really the love of my mother, who taught me how to cook. And when she had passed away, I learned that she would, literally shut down um, neighborhoods, communities, cities to feed the poor there. Um, and I always wondered, while she was alive, what she was doing, with these boxes that she would send to the Philippines. And I later learned from people who reached out to me after hearing of her passing, what she did. And I said, I'm gonna, as soon as, and during that time it was tough because COVID restrictions were high,
Hmm.
mandates were enforced. And so, as soon as I had the opportunity, the green light to go, after her passing in 2021, I made it my mission to eventually meet these people that, gave me an outpouring of love, sympathies. And so that was it, really. It was
Yeah.
that inspiration of love. And so I did. I went out there. I named this project Under the Manila Sky, and where the path led me from the moment that I landed, it opened the doors to another group of children. And these are survivors of abuse, the worst kind that you could actually, the worst you could think of.
Right.
And so um, people were coming to me, and I was so concerned as to how I was going to find these children. If I was just going to walk into a neighborhood and start handing out food, how I was going to do it. And I knew that the only way for me to learn is for me to be there and figure it out on my own. And so I did. And what turned out to be 300 children ended up being over 800 children.
Wow.
And so I ended up cooking and feeding um, for over 800 children in a month. So in 2 weeks, I hit my number of 300, but I wanted to do more because yeah, a friend of mine, he's a priest over at St. Thomas Aquinas in Monterey Park. He had said, "You're already there. Why don't you do more?" And so that's what I did with the help and support of my friends and family.
Yeah.
I opened up the project and I shared the project 1 week before I left, and I just received an outpouring of charitable donations to do more, and that's how I was able to accomplish that. And
Wow.
so when I left the Philippines, you go there and you see all these children, and you and you it does something to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's transformative, and to hear their stories, and you're looking at their faces, and they're the ones that are filling your heart with joy, because you're there. In my perspective, I'm feeling sorry for them, right? it's
Right.
it's natural. But they're looking at me and they're like, don't cry, we love you, and
Right.
you're gonna come back here and you're gonna visit us, right? And they filled me with so much joy. So the process of mourning and grieving and taking that and turning it into something that was much greater, bigger than what I could have imagined, um, resonated, and I wanted to be able to continue that, and I didn't know how. And months and months had passed after I came back from this project, and then I was sitting down, and it hit me. It hit me. It's and I said I was gonna be able to do this once again, and I was gonna do it through golf, and so here we are.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Even like that's so cool. Like, especially the fact, like, okay, yeah, you hit your number, but why not go for more? Why not go for more? But it going for that little bit of extra and just going there, but and seeing those kids' smiles on those faces at the end,
Yeah. It was
worth
worth
that,
it.
worth every second of it, right?
Every second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so cool. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
So
Um,
I
that's
definitely thank you for allowing me to share that story. I'm still getting used to talking about it. I'm not used to talking about it.
yep.
So it gets better every time I share it, because it's something that's very near and dear to me. And the children that I would have to say under my wing, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak, they are just they're everything and more.
Yeah.
And so um, I wanted to continue that, and so I have partnered with Mary Queen of Heaven Missionaries here in Southern California, and they build these homes for these survivors, these children who have been rejected, who have been abandoned, who have been physically, sexually abused. Um, they take them in and rehabilitate them, so to speak, in the best way
Mm-hmm.
they can. And so this tournament that I'm throwing in December is going to help with continued efforts with that. So
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. So where can the listeners go, and like, is there a way to donate to this project, and like, how can people help out?
Right now the platform that I'm using is Instagram.
Okay.
Um, and I've also included a link to Mary Queen of Heaven missionaries too there. So uh, they can go there and ask me any question that where they can go to donate. That this is, like I said, everything's just kind of moving, and it's moving so fast.
Yeah.
We're hoping to set something up soon to where it's easy as clicking a button, right?
Yep.
Um, Definitely, if they have any questions, if followers or viewers would like to donate and help with this project, they can reach out to Honey Girl Golfer on Instagram, message, and then someone from our team will get back to them.
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely go and check that out. That is so cool that you do that. That's something like people should be supporting. You know, there's this world is crazy enough, and if it's, the smallest donation will go a long way in the situation.
Right,
You know.
right. Yeah, based on the calculations from last year, $10 fed one child uh, a full meal for the day, which included breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it also included water. Um, for the children who weren't able to eat the food that I cooked, such as the babies, the newborns,
Sure.
uh, they received 3 months supply of formula.
Wow.
So yeah, so I
No,
mean,
that's awesome.
uh, that was just $10,
Yep.
and
Yep.
so definitely I encourage, if people wanted to donate, they're more than, you know, I'm anything really helps, and
The, the cost of a Pro V1, someone's probably going to lose in the woods anyway. You know.
I didn't say. I was gonna say a coffee, a souped up coffee.
We'll
So
use a golf reference right to the Pro V1. They're about $10 a pop now.
yeah, yeah,
Oh man,
you
it's
said it
so
nice.
it's so cool you do that though. It's really really is awesome, and
Thank you.
definitely any way people can support, definitely go check out Honey
Yeah.
Girl on Instagram. But before we wrap up, I like to wrap up with three questions.
Okay.
All golf related, so won't stress you out. The last one might make you think a little bit, but
Okay.
uh, the first one, what's your favorite club in your bag?
My favorite club is my 4 iron.
Okay, I don't think
Yes.
I've heard that one too often. That's a good one. I
Yeah.
don't really hit below my 5 iron. If I hit my 5 iron, it's very, very rare. I think I maybe used it a handful of times this year just for a punch out shot or something like that. But my 7 is my trusty club in my bag.
Love the 7. Seven's a
Yeah.
good number.
Yep. And then courses. You've been all over the place. So I'm assuming you've played at some nice golf courses. What's your favorite course you ever played?
Oh, gosh, that's a hard one because I
I
have
know
I have
you played a
five.
lot. I see your Instagram.
I have five. Um, let's see. I will say the favorite course that I like to play on and walk. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. It would have to be Mount Meadows in Pomona.
Okay. Well,
Mountain Meadows Golf Course in Pomona. And if
I'll
you
have to
guys are
look that
watching,
up.
hi.
I'll have to look that up. I'll tag them in a little clip here if they have an Instagram page for sure. Yeah, mine is Slick Rock. I played Slick Rock. It's down in Austin, Texas. It was just a cool course. Very well taken care of, a PGA style. It was a PGA certified course. It uh it was just being different from playing up here in the Northeast, and it was at a bachelor party, so I was playing with guys I grew up with, like 25 guys I grew up with. So just the
Wow.
whole afternoon was just an awesome time. Like we really had a blast out there. So that made the course that much nicer, kind of thing. Just the atmosphere and the guys I was with.
Now, are you in the city? Like, are
No,
you central? Okay, you're up north, correct?
yeah, I'm about 2 hours north, just up a little bit north of the Catskills.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah, right in Albany, right in the capital,
Okay,
basically.
it's very green there.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's nice though because I'm about 2 hours and change to Boston, 2 hours change to the city. Like Syracuse is about 2.5 hours. So I'm in the middle point of pretty much anything I want to go to. Canada's only a couple hours away. So
Sweet.
yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Just always got to travel to go to like a big event. Like there's nothing that really ever comes here. You always have to go to it, kind of thing.
No.
Yeah, Yankee Stadium's 2.5 hours. You got to hop in the car to go watch a ball game and stuff like that. The Knicks, don't really want to watch them too much. I'm a Heat fan anyway, but my Yankees got whooped by I don't know if you're a Dodgers fan, but the LA Dodgers whooped the Yankees ass in the World Series. So
Is
I
that what
don't
happened?
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took a beating. It was
I
terrible.
must
No,
have missed it. I think there
no
was some
one's
sort of parade or something.
no one showed up for the Yankees with the bats except Soto and Stanton, which was surprising. I was surprised to see Stanton do anything really. But we'll go to the last question here. If you were to add three people to round out your dream foursome, who would they be?
Three people. I would have to say Vince Vaughn. I think
Ooh,
he's funny.
there you go.
He's. I mean, I probably will. I mean, height wise, I'd probably be like at his belly. I think. Um. I. So Vince Vaughn, and then we need a little bit of serious, golf there, like a strong female presence, and I'd have to say Maria Fossey. I've been
Okay.
a fan of Maria Fossey. She does great work with children too. And then I probably would say, I think I would say Bruce Lee if he was alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, Bruce
That's an
Lee.
awesome one. That's a
Yeah,
good one. See, that's what I mean.
yeah,
Like, I have a bunch. That's a real creative one because that would be you'd get a lot of knowledge out of those 18 holes right
yeah.
there.
Right. You
Yep.
got
Yep.
and then you have the Zen. Right. You have someone that pretty kind of helps your mental game. So, uh,
Absolutely, and especially in the game of golf,
yeah.
just the patience and poise that he would have you under control for the whole and focus for 18 holes would be extremely helpful for sure.
Right. Right. You definitely. I think that's good clutch players to be playing with for sure.
Absolutely. Well, honey girl, I appreciate your time. I'm so
Thank
glad that you're getting this story out and what you're doing out. I think it's something
thank
that
you.
needs to be heard. And like I said, if there's any way we can support you here at the Pitch Putt and Puff, you just let me know and we'll
You're
make it
already
happen for
doing.
sure. Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. One more time, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Honey Girl Golfer, um, and Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate everybody tuning in, and we will see you
You.
on Friday for hopefully a preview of the upcoming weekend. Talk to you
Okay.
then. Later.